Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's live stream. My name is John Ferguson. You already know me as a start animator, and well, let's start up with some positive things, I guess. I'm doing a whole nother run up here, since I needed to be just try a new set of things that I need to try. No idea if it's going to be functional or not. I hope it is. It seems like it's running. It's running well. In any case, yes. First of all, thank you all so much for the subscribers. I mean, 3 new subscribers have come during this whole week. And it's really great. I mean, again, thank you so much for subscribing. Maybe this is something for you. I will not blame you if it isn't. And, no, and it feels great. It really does. So we gonna continue doing animation, and again, this is the animation month where we do our really lovely continuation of the 2 people that we have animated before, meeting head to head. Of course, the first one, it's the Unhuman. The Unhuman is, of course, something that we animated before and was quite popular. I really enjoy animating that character as well. The half human, half robot. And of course, the second one is the Tanker Girl, which we can see now being the Reloading. That was also really fun to do, so it's always fun to come back to these 2 and to do new form and putting those sort of things together. And we did some animations. We did the most key animation and also started to polish up at least one for the thumbnail, which you can see. So you know what? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, I'm just it sort of is fascinating to see that there are subscribers coming. I do not know if there's just ghost subscribers or not. Don't care. But I say thank you anyways. It's really nice to see that. And do not forget that during these live streams, you're always welcome to talk to me. Some people actually do, and some people don't. It's all up to you. Either you just want to see me do animation and just hearing the flipping of the pages and the scratching of the pen and the erasing of the erasers. But else you do have questions that you want to ask about animation, other things, I just am completely open to talking about a lot. And it has been a tough week. Work as well, together with Monty, but we are so close to summer. And I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone is doing something creative as well. If you're trying out new stuff, please do. The summer is the perfect day to do it. But in any other case, let's jump into this, shall we? And here we are, obviously. We have the new animation up and running. I'm just going to click myself over so I can see myself. And hopefully everything works out. And again, I'm doing a whole nother setup, so I will probably jump through my old computer, which is dying. It's not dying. To be really honest, it's just suffering a lot. But we're gonna start off with from here. This character is gonna come and gonna hit the wall, and from key 1, which is the finish point. So let's try to do this, shall we? And I think where we need to start, it's on the very, very edge. And again, as usual, we'll tell which pages or pen I'm using. And this is obviously the H2 pen. Oh no, the H, the H pen. I just need to check if I have my box of erase or sharpeners. I do not. It's apparently gone, but we'll run this through anyways. So let's just start. And I'm so sorry. And we'll see how long we get through this. Hopefully we get through this quite a normal pace. Just want to start off with sort of this beginning of the body is kind of come through. And just the sketching as well, so we can get all the movements in sort of correctly. I do not know if people can see, but that's the sort of difficulty I have to deal with when it comes to the doing with an HB pen. And again, I do it with H because I want to do the sketching part quite vigorously. We call this key 0 from the beginning to the end. I will do the halfway point. And just to clean this up a little bit, this is where we're gonna go. Do a time shot here. Do it at 0 to 1. It's the halfway point. And it's going to move quite quick. So I do think that this, the whole sequence all the way up to here, is going to be quite quick. And how quick do I mean? I mean it's from 1 to 2 to 3, which is going to be this one, to 4 to 5 to 6. And from, we do another table, or time shot, do it from 1 to 2, which are the keys, halfway point. We're gonna do it quite slowly, slower. We're gonna do a 1 to 2 to 3. It's gonna be, let us see, from 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10, and then 11, 12, 13. I think that will be enough, and then we can add on the more we continue. But let's start with actually doing 3. And then we come to some halfway point, which is over here. And I do think that I want the face to be towards this way. The whole body is flying. It's been a while since I've been drawing as well, so I'm slowly but surely just doing the sketching part to get some of the motion in. And there was an individual, I think it was one of my people that follows this channel quite often. Thank you so much, by the way, but by them. I'm going to also go back and reclaim something. Not reclaim. I mentioned this thing before. The thing I was mentioning was that I don't use like other colors. Because when I'm doing animation like this, it feels often quite disorientating to do it in other forms. I'm just gonna have to check something. Yeah, it was absolutely a little bit bigger. That's what we do the sketching for, because then it's just easy to erase later on. So I'm just gonna figure out the head as well. And here we are. So the head is coming here. We're gonna do the back as a guideline. Neck, neck, shoulders, shoulder, chest, chest. What we want as well is that we want the force to feel like they're going that way. Come there. And we do this for about, I don't know, an hour at least. It's different depending, but I'm thinking of the new subscribers that are coming. I'm gonna keep it up, at least making it that we also take a break. What we're going to try to do as well is that as they hit, I'm gonna actually make the hit point, which is this one, which is going to be the last into here to do the head to be quite straight. So let's do that already. That's then we're gonna have it we're gonna go into a slow in. And again, for people who do this, who just entered animation, just happen to come upon this live stream, the less frames you do, the faster it goes, because you either do it in 12 frames per second, you either do it in 24 frames per second or 30 frames per second, depending on your camera and your setup. And in this one, we're doing it in 12 frames per second, and then always depending, in 12 frames per second, I'm always doing 12 frames within 1 second. So within those 12, I can either say, oh, I want to shorten it to 8 frames. So this whole part would be that if I just ran it the way I wanted it to run it, let's find that one. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here we are. And wait, hold on a minute. Yeah, so it's a 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0. Fuck it. No, it still counts as a frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So at frame 10, I would have shortened it down within a second. I might also just take away some, because within a second it's quite long. But I hope it will come to some sort of like good effect. And together with the effect that the character also have I do feel like I have done the head on this one. That's the one I was thinking of. Quite small. But we'll see when we get there as well. Go and erase and start all over again. I just want the captured animation on point. So we're going to do that. The head is actually having done tongue contact. And it's starting to go to the front. And we're going to make it sort of as well, as you can probably see, do a squish form. The squishes kind of go up, and the face is taking the impact here. Which is going to make the whole body collapse in on itself. This arm, I recognize it's going to go in a little bit because it needs to be that reaction. I'm gonna polish that up a bit. People want me. Yeah. I'm so sorry, everybody. I just need to write this. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm just gonna need to read this. A friend of mine has been having troubles. And again, this is what usually happens as well. Don't worry about it. We'll jump into the animation very shortly. Alright. The best part with this is I can delete this one. I probably won't. Not delete, I mean just edit. But again, one of my friends is having had a tough time, so all the help she can get, I'm willing to give. That's what we do. That's what we do as friends. Let's clean these ones up a little bit. go forward. We have here so 0, 3. This would be 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1. We are just going to do the landing part, which would be here. Is that they come to sort of a halt. That's awesome. Right, we're gonna do later on as well, trying to clean these up a little bit so we can get a cleaner one. Maybe choose one to just have a little bit like to do one of these ones. Just fix and clean. I think we start from there. So, obviously this is the parts. But we're gonna start with all of these ones. This one, of course, it's number 10, so I do not forget. Here we go, number 10. Get the body structure up to a comfortable degree, but again, what we want to do is to get the movement working. Get this impact feeling much more presented as well. That's very nice to see. Hello. You come at an unfortunate time because I just thought I was gonna take a break. But it's gonna be a short one. We're just gonna clean these ones up. It's a little bit rougher on the sides. I think this will work out perfectly. So, I'll take a short break, about 10 minutes. And then I'll come back. And my plan is then to just clean some of these ones off and maybe choose this one as a final little detail work so we can have it for the next live stream. But please, please, please do not be alarmed, do not be worried. Just 10 minutes will go, fast approaching, and we'll be back then. So 10 minutes break, I'll come back and we continue from there. All right, see you soon. And welcome back. So obviously we're gonna just go through one by one, clean it up a bit until we reach this one, and then we can start making it look the way we wanted it to look. So we're actually gonna start off by removing this one. I'm gonna jump over here. You can see myself on the screen as well. Taking this lovely eraser and just making it more durable. And start just doing simple. There's a question as well. I'm no Bob Ross. But I do think that it would be lovely to see one of those, like, since YouTube as well, I think we need that sort of stuff as well, more or less, is that we need another Bob Ross that just comes in and says, come and join me for painting, or come and join me for doing animation, come and join me for this and that. I will say I'm not one of those individuals or people who does that, but it would be nice to have that sort of individual again. No one will beat Bob Ross. That's simple as that. And I'm not good with doing landscape or anything. But I do think that would be very appreciative. Especially in the times that we are living right now. A little bit of simple erasing, and I'm just gonna take this one, beat the living hell out of it on the other side of the table. Just do a simple push and erase. What do you guys think? Would that be interesting for people? Or has YouTube and the audience, especially the audience of YouTube, has that like gone away? Sort of Bob Ross era of creativity. Make this face just a tiny bit bigger. Again, we're just doing the skeleton to get the feel and the impact correct. looks all right. Not as bad for this one. But we're gonna do the same thing. If people are still wondering, yes, I'm still in my kitchen. In my kitchen and doodling. And I have the most squeakiest chair ever. People forget sometimes, and that sometimes comes up to me as well, that I can nearly draw anywhere. Because it doesn't matter if I have a workstation. Let's be clear about that. But I just need something to travel along with. If I could have like a table, and I'm really wondering if I should build one and make a video out of it. That's the next part. But to have like a working table which I can drag around where I want it to do, where I want it to be, make it bigger, make it smaller. Here we are. Make it bigger, make it smaller, make me stand up, make me sit down. So that would be quite nice. Nice. We are getting there. Dunk. Right, here we go. My neighbors are doing noise for some weird reason. My computer is really struggling. I don't know if people can hear it. I hope, as far as when I'm gone back and listen to like the audio trying to understand like how much of a gauge I need to have. And right now I'm not having a secondary screen up because the screen is just taking so much extra energy. So I'm just trying to like compromise it so my computer doesn't have to work like in double the strain of force. And so far I hope it works, else I need to find another. And again, and this is the best part of me starting to work again, is that I can start saving up money for a better computer. I will still do, I want to have like a Wacom, so I can not do this sort of animation on, I'm so sorry, nearly burped in the screen. Oh, I did anyways. But to do not this sort of thing, I'm still gonna do live animation, but I want to have a better camera. That's the first thing I need. And I want to do the like final touch up with both colors, and maybe I'll use this one as like a face. See me do the faces. Maybe have it in the background as well. So as you can see already, this face was quite big. So we are going to redo this whole face. And this is what we tried to do sometime before. I do think the face is quite big as it is. So I want the effect of landing which is also why it's so merciful to actually draw with a like a pencil. Again, when we come to the final product, and that's the one, the whole process is just fun to do, but when I really get into doing the detail work, it's the one I'm waiting for the most, because I like both of these characters. And maybe I'll release it on Facebook this time, the character sketch. People have been asking to show how I do the characters, but in my mind as well, I'm looking at the old animation that I have. That helps me to understand where I need to go with the animation. let's do some detail work here to just catch the whole feeling of impact here. Getting the sleeve in, jacket. We're going to take and just add in quite gently where the hairline should be. Taking in the eyebrows. I'm just doing it with a dark pen right now. I get the sense and feel. So you all can see as well how it looks. straighten out the mouth a little bit. The same sort of thing is that I wanted to have a turntable so I can turn the animation without turning my whole body like this. This animation is coming in nice. Really, really gorgeous. No. Just needed to get the gun in for some simple effects later on. Get that in there and understood how we're gonna animate that later on. Because what's gonna sell the effect as well is just also because of the jacket having its own point of effect as well. It's gonna sell the whole everything is moving. What I didn't do for the Unhuman one was to give them hair. They had a cloak, but I do think it will sell a little bit more if they had hair too. So maybe I'll do that. actually gonna bring this one forward as well, just because I feel like it. This is the secondary impact. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Ah! Stuff is falling apart. Whoop, I'm using the wrong eraser. Hold on. Here we are. And we take this one. Simple strokes. Most of them away. Oh god, what a neck. Not have that much powerful neck. I'll get it there where it needs to be. Maybe noticing I'm doing squares for the shoulder, and that is something that actually helps me a lot to get a feel for where kind of the shoulder is. Some people do circles, some people do other means, but for me a square kind of holds that part, for me at least, in place, since it is both the armpit and a piece of the shoulder as well. gonna go into details in this. I just want to have the sort of the neck. I want the head a little bit more tilted forward, so the paint really like still stays that they have made an impact. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that will do. I'm running out of time. Again, life and work comes in the way. As it always does for all of us. But at least gives us, how long? I like 1.5 hours. Animation time, what you can rewatch whenever you like. This is what we have done. We have reached the end, and the more you watch, the more you're gonna see this character come here, this character come here, all the way to the end, and we had one other. I'm still thinking of, let us see, this one, which is not really working in my head. I'm gonna mix some tricks with that one a little bit. How to end sort of the final scene, which is this one. The one on the thumbnail. Yeah, I think it's gonna look awesome, because again, we still have the same, nearly just changing this, but again, to get the whole movement in, to get the whole feeling in and out, how we're going to do it, that will be perfect. But this is I'm absolutely loving this. I'm having so much concentration on this. But it's gonna be very, very fun to see this completed soon. But the process, it's also wonderful. I'm just gonna jump over to this side of the screen, and I'm gonna say, well, thank you all for watching this time. Next time we maybe do it a little bit longer, but today it's just gonna be a little bit shorter. And again, thank you for all the subscribers that have come and arrived, who has been here for some time. I got at least summer lows. And again, after this, feel free to comment, feel free to give it a like, feel free to subscribe as well if this is part of animation that you enjoy and like. Next Sunday we will do a little bit longer, I hope, but just right now I still need to prepare for work tomorrow, and that's life, unfortunately. And yeah, and again, glad to be back, glad to do some simple in quotes, glad to do animations again, and yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you like these sort of things, don't forget to comment, and above all, keep on drawing. I'll see you all next Sunday. Goodbye.